Day 2 with the babies here, and everyone made it through the night, which is great. Everyone seems perky. They're all eating right now, and I just filled up their water with electrolytes. It's like chicken Gatorade, so that'll be good for them to have. And we set up these paper towels and then a puppy pee pad so that they could tell the difference between their food and their shavings, which seems to be working. They know when I come in the morning, I say, here, chick, 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 and I associate myself with the feed so that they'll get used to coming to me when I call them. So if they were out in the yard and they were foraging and, you know, for some reason there was a predator or something coming after them, that they would get used to my voice to come and get out of danger. And we're gonna train Belly, obviously, to protect them as well. It's her natural instinct to protect anyway, so we just want her to make them part of her tribe. But they all are looking great. I'm happy. We have the heater going to warm up the room again. Hey, hey. But we'll see what today has in store for us. And these girls and Finnick found a new perch. Yeah, good morning. Was like herding cats, but we did it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did it.
I picked up, Finnick, and the ladies followed, so it was better than having them all run around. But we'll just keep doing it every day, and then they should be able to do it on their own with help, obviously. But nice day outside, so they'll stay out all day foraging around. And we'll come back and get them later. Chris has like a 30-minute kind of lunch break, and he goes, I'm gonna go play on my tractor. And I said, okay. So as you probably hopefully watched our last vlog, you can see that his tractor is now out of the woods. Does anyone else know the play Into the Woods? Because every time I say Into the Woods, I just want to sing that song. Anyways, he got out of the woods from our neighbor Lightning. He helped pull Chris out. So this used to be a garden bed, and I think it was like half garden, like on this side, and where the fence is, they grew green beans up there because the vines, there's chicken wire on the other side to like go up the vines to grow up. And then like that little hut was either a pig shelter or a chicken shelter, not really sure. So we're gonna slowly turn that into our garden area. It probably won't come alive because we're a little bit behind the season. We didn't do any seeds this year, but setting up for future. And then our giant burn pile / wood chipper. My dad brought us over a wood chipper so we can chip some woods. You can see the cabin and caboose down there. And the chickens are loving life. They're down there right now. I need to mow the lawn, so that's what I'm going to do. Belly's right here. She says, what's going on? And then I got some more flower boxes like that I'm going to plant right now. So you can tell by my time lapse that my iPad blew over. So this is what the final beds look like. Some more marigolds in orange and yellow. I didn't look what this is, I should look, but these flower petals remind us of our honeymoon in Hawaii, so that's why we got them. And then some of these ones, so I'm gonna water them and put them out. I was kidding about her loving her tent. Oh, yeah, it's hot out here for you. 76, crazy. Time to mow the lawn. know about these guys. They're making lots of noise. Them every single day like this so that they get used to being handled, so that they're not so skittish when they get a little bit older. I wish you guys could feel them. They're so fluffy and sweet. No, my ring's not a treat. I picked up Finnick, and the hens slowly followed after us to go into the barn for the night. We're training them. I have Finnick, and the girls follow him. So that's how we're going to train him to get to the coop. Come on, girls.
Go get him. Go on, get in there. Good job.
We know where you are.
It's just the first part, but they're getting better once they get down.
Oh yeah, we love it over here. All right, here's our Friday update. Everyone is looking good. We're very active. It's a whopping 85 degrees in Maine today. So I had to open the window so it'd get a little bit of, I guess, hot breeze coming through for them. But they're doing great.
Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to
Part of every morning, huh? She gets her morning greenie. Doot, 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 doot. Neighbors and a coworker of mine, Sue, and her husband Neil, they have been making treats every week since quarantine happened, and they were gonna stop, but they love it so much. So we got lasagna, these Rice Krispie treats. I think they're Fruity Pebble, like Rice Krispies. She said that these were like orange creamsicle truffles, and then we have lemon something. I can't remember the name of them, but they're so sweet. And last week
there was chili, and I ate the whole thing
in one sitting. He didn't even share any. So thank you, Sue and Neil. You guys are awesome. All right, so it's Saturday morning. Everyone's perched up. Oh, big stretches and a poop. Big stretches. It's very nice. So we're gonna try to wrangle them up and see how we do today.
You gotta lead them. Come on, let's go.
Try to do it without him, or me holding him today. Come on. I think they'll catch up, yeah. Come on, guys. All right, I'm gonna help Chris. So we got halfway down the hill. I put Finnick down. Now you know where you're going. Go home. Go home. There we go. We're getting there. A fun fact about chickens is obviously they don't have any teeth, so what they're eating right now is called grit, and the grit goes into their chest. It's like a ping pong ball shaped sack and that's called the crop, and so the grit goes in there and kind of tumbles around like a washing machine would, and it chops down all their food a little bit more, so it's easier for them to digest. So I'm just making sure that everyone is doing that, and when they go out into the outside coop, when they get a little bit older, they will naturally pick up pebbles when they're foraging around. So this is how they digest their food.
Chris is not doing the job that's fun. You're doing the fun job.
Probably see it's getting a little bit tight and crammed in their brooder, so we're gonna upgrade them to this big watermelon box. So I just need to finish cleaning it out from the other chicks, or freshening it up, and then they're all gonna move into a bigger home today. Right, so everyone's in. Looks like they're just kind of scurrying around seeing what's new. Their heat plate over here we're going to raise tomorrow, because every week you start at 95 degrees and then every week you lower it by 5 degrees. So we'll do that tomorrow. And then we put there's a perch here, and then the big block is a perch for them. I raise their water up on a brick so that they don't fling so much sawdust in it, which it looks like they've found that, so that's great. Their grit and their feed, and the feed is up on a brick as well. And then we introduced a dust bath. This is really important for chicks when they get outside. It helps with mites and lice, and so they'll get in there and root around. So hopefully I'll get that on camera for you guys, because it's really cute when they do that. But they're settling in okay, so they have a lot more room, and they'll live here for the next 3 to 4 weeks, and then depending on the temperature they might be able to go to the barn. Well, it's about probably 15 minutes after I put them in here. I think they're all happy. is putting in a fence. So Belly has a really long, big play area. It's gonna go all the way up to the house and back around. Huh, it's definitely in bloom. Chris did a really good job at trimming the apple trees, and look at them. That's that big pile down there. Is pretty much all of these apple trees got a nice sprucing. I forgot to say that these are light Brahma chickens, and let's see if you can get close enough, that they actually have feathers on their feet. So it looks like they kind of like have little boots on.
Come on. So we're out for our morning walk, and I wanted to give you an update on some of the projects we're working on. Laura kind of showed this yesterday, but got a little bit further. We're putting in a fence for Belly so she can have a big yard to play around in, but also it can act as a buffer if we get any other livestock, and try to create some pasture on the other side of this fence. So put in these wooden posts for corner posts. You can see the rock that I had to deal with. I used a post hole digger and shovel and did it by hand, using cattle panel and T-posts that were left by the previous owners, Jim and Cheryl. Laura said on some other videos that, you know, they left us a lot of stuff, which is really great when you're working on infrastructure around the farm, because you don't have to go buy things. So even that farm gate right there that I put in yesterday between those two posts, that was behind the brush pile in the tree line. It was laying down. And speaking of the brush pile, you saw a video of us chipping some of those with the wood chipper, and we're moving them with a tractor to put around our garden beds, and I'll show you what that looks like. Oh, Belly found a stick. She loves them. But this, I did this all yesterday. Took me most of the day, and I'm pretty happy with it. Belly also wanted to show you what we're doing with the wood chips. So this is what we're trying to do. We've got some landscape logs down, and we're taking the brush pile, chipping it up, bringing it with the tractor and dropping it here. I'd like to put it all the way around each side and make it so it has a nice little look to it.